Coach Missoula.
The only reason I would say, and I know I'm in the Bay, and I think he is his greatness, but his greatness is
of the greatest shooter ever.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if Steph Curry wins another 2, maybe 3 championships, he is a great everything about it. Let me ask you two guys. You got an opinion too, Ernie. What if Steph Curry win another 2 championships? He is a great. I'm just asking.
He's already had the title of the greatest shooter ever.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if Steph Curry wins another 2, maybe 3 championships. The only reason I would say, and I know I'm in the Bay, and I think he is his greatness, but his greatness isn't affected in the ways that Michael and the other like. What
Michael,
do you mean?
Defensively, he slides into the top 5.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm talking defensively. I'm talking about rebounding.
But I'm saying Steph Curry essentially he's changed the game.
No, I'm not saying he hasn't, but I'm saying
slides into the top 5.
I'm not saying. Yeah. 2 more is a lot, though.
He's top 10 right now, but if he wins another 2 championships, you got to slide him in the top 5.
We got to affect the game more in other ways as those guys have.
We got to get out of this segment. We got to take a commercial break. We got a lot more.
Snax on Sports. I'm back with another one. Yeah, I talked about this already. If Steph Curry, this is not what this episode is about, but I was just watching that, so I'll give my little piece on this real quick. If Steph Curry wins 2 more rings, he's top 2 all time. Some will say he's the GOAT. That will be tying Michael Jordan with 6. If he wins 2 more, I would still put Michael Jordan number 1 all time. But Steph Curry would be my number 2. It just, I mean, how could you not? 6 rings. He would probably have 2 more Finals MVPs. He'll probably have 3 Finals MVPs, even if he at least gonna get 1 more. So he would have he would have multiple Finals MVPs, multiple league MVPs. The greatest shooter of all time, revolutionized the game, changed the game. Probably the greatest dynasty since the Bulls era. You could say Kobe, Shaq's Lakers. You could say Kobe's Lakers throughout his whole career, even when he got, Paul Gasol and them. Or you could say Tim Duncan, Spurs, But, yeah. I mean, I know the thing is, we can't fix our mouths to say these things because of who we have had, who we rank at the top, like who's been there for so many years. It's hard for us to let a new nigga in. But I'm sorry, Steph Curry is he already top 10 all time already right now. He already top 10. So, bro, this man get another 2 rings, my nigga. They gonna win it again this year. So he gonna get number 5. If he get 1 more after that to get number 6, bro, he's number 2 all time. He just is. He passes Kareem, he passes Magic, he passes LeBron, he passes Kobe, he passes Bird, he passes Shaq. He just passes them. You know what I'm saying? He just do. He passes Bill, So that's just my take on that. I just want to get my little spill on that because they. But yeah, we here to talk about this Russell Westbrook. You feel me? I want to speak on this real quick, man, because man, I just talked about this yesterday, and they proved my point again this morning. I mean, goodness, brother.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, f*** you. Hold on. All you fake hard niggas, f*** you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kanye on that shit right now. Okay? And if Kanye is running in 2024, who you think I'm voting for? I'm voting for damn Kanye West. You think a rapper gonna run for the presidency of the United States of America, and I'm not gonna vote for the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. That's like some shit I dreamt about. You know what I mean? It's like the continuation of Tupac and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kanye running, I'm voting for him. Like off top. Yeah, I done gave everybody else a chance. They know they don't seem to be able to do the damn job. So yeah, why not put a rapper up in there? Yeah. But yeah, they said Charles Barkley just got that bag. They say Chuck just got that bag, you know what I'm saying? 200 million. 200 million, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Chuck got that bag. He got that motherfucking bag, dog. You know what I'm saying? TNT is doling it out, man. But Russell Westbrook, they just keep killing this man. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody know about the little situation that happened last week with Russell Westbrook and him not joining the on-court huddle and all that shit when Patrick Beverly was trying to huddle everybody up and all that other shit. Patrick Beverly actually spoke on that on his podcast recently. I haven't watched it yet. I just seen the clips. But Pat Bev, he got the Pat Bev podcast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out. You know what I'm saying? But just in a clip, I seen Pat Bev say this. Matter of fact, basically, I'm gonna play it for you. But basically, Pat Bev, basically came out and explained that like it's bullshit what the media is doing to Russell Westbrook, and like every little thing that he do, they jump on it and try to like demonize him and shit. So, and like I said, I have never been no Russell Westbrook fan and nothing like that, but the media is turning me into a Russell Westbrook fan, straight up, because I just don't like when they do this to athletes, bro. You know what I mean? Like this man ain't just fell off the mat. This man ain't just all of a sudden forgot how to play basketball. He hasn't. I'm sorry. You feel me? So I want to see Russell Westbrook do well now. You know what I'm saying? Not against my team, but against everybody else. I want to see him just have a good finish off his career, solid, have a good year this year. And somewhat prove motherfuckers wrong. But the performance that he put on last year, some of it was, atrocious. You know what I'm saying? But not as atrocious as they're making it see. I know one will say, well, how can you use the word atrocious and say that, atrocious means that it was, that's a word to describe how bad it was. I'm just saying it's not as bad as the media is trying to portray. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. This morning on FS1, on Skip and Shannon Undisputed, Pat Beverly came out. They played a clip of Pat Beverly basically explaining, giving his take on that whole Russell not going to the huddle thing. And he perfectly explained what it is and what it was. They took what this man said and just basically disregarded it. Fuck what Pat Bev said. Fuck what the nigga that's on the team is saying. Okay? Because it don't coincide with what I'm trying to say about Russell Westbrook. So even though it's coming from the horse's mouth, now fuck that. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He on the team and he don't know what the fuck he talking about. I'm not on the team, ain't in the locker room, nothing, but I know what the fuck going on. These niggas is dumb as fuck. So I'm gonna play this clip for y'all.
Solid. Allegedly refusing to join that Lakers. On the Pat Bev podcast, Patrick Beverly spoke about Russell Westbrook allegedly refusing to join that Lakers huddle during a preseason game. Here's what Pat Bev had to say.
When I was in the huddle, I felt like Russ was in there with me. He was talking to the ref and he was talking to the coaches also. So we weren't even talking about the last play. And everybody was like, okay. And then after the game, everybody was like, why did he do you like that? And I'm like, damn. What happened? They sent it to me. Obviously, it's funny as hell. But hey, you know what?
And now, mind you, He said Russ was talking to the refs and talking to the coaches at that time. And that's what Russ said. Now, I even said, no, he capping on that one. He wasn't talking to the. I wasn't mad at him that he didn't join the huddle, but I didn't think that he would, because you standing in the middle of the motherfucking key. How you talking to the coaches? You know what I'm saying? But I'm only seeing it from the TV's point of view. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is on the court. They see everything. You know what I'm saying? So it was an angle there that us that's watching it on TV, we can't see that angle. You know what I'm saying? So, but Pat Bev basically proved Russell Westbrook to be right, and when he said that he was talking to the coaches, he basically confirmed that.
But I told him.
On the Pat Bev podcast, Patrick Beverley spoke about Russell Westbrook allegedly refusing to join that Lakers huddle during a preseason game. Here's what Pat Bev had to say.
When I was in the huddle, I felt like Russ was in there with me. He was talking to the ref and he was talking to the coaches also. So we weren't even talking about the last play. And everybody was like, okay. And then after the game, everybody was like, why do you do you like that? And I'm like, damn, what happened? They sent it to me. Obviously, it's funny as hell. But hey, you know what? But we told him on the plane, like, hey, Russ, anything you do, bro, they like go attack you. Like, so damn, I'm sorry you got to go through them. They try to kill my boy Russ, man.
I know. I honestly can't imagine it.
It don't faze him, but as a human, you got to keep your sanity in it because you kind of lose yourself. But man, mentally, he's been solid.
Interesting. Huh?
Now look.
They sent it to me. Obviously, it's funny as hell. But hey, you know what? But I told him, we talked, okay. And then after the game, everybody was like, why do you do you like that? I'm like, damn, what happened? They sent it to me.
So he said after the game, niggas is calling him, niggas is getting at him like, damn, bro, why Russ do you like that? And he like, do me like what? What is y'all talking about? That tells you right there that it's nothing. It's nothing. It's just something that the camera caught, and they chose to make it a big deal just because of it's the Lakers, it's Russell Westbrook, and it is Russell Westbrook against Pat Bev. We all know they got history. That's all this is. They teammates now, bro. They teammates now. If y'all think Russell Westbrook and Pat Bev is finna be beefing and fighting and all this other shit this year, you're wrong. They're not finna be doing all that. They teammates, bro. These are professionals. Now y'all want to. So basically, what y'all saying is these niggas ain't professionals. They don't know how to be professionals. You know what I'm saying? So he basically saying that, like, what is y'all talking about? Why he do me like that? Why who do me like what? You know what I'm saying? And he said he seen the video, and he said, yeah, when you look at it looks funny when you look at it on the playback. You know what I mean? So he said, he basically saying, I see how somebody could see that and maybe think that, Russ was kind of like shunning me or shunning us or, kind of like fuck y'all or whatever. But that's not what it was. We wasn't even tripping like that. You know what I'm saying? And he said, man, we told that nigga Russ on the plane like, damn, bro, LeBron already know. LeBron knows because this is the type of treatment that he gets. So he already know what Russ dealing with. But it's like, damn, Russ, they tell him like, damn, Russ, you can't do shit. Anything you do on the court, they're gonna attack you, bro. So it's like, they tell him like, my bad, you got to deal with that type of shit, man. But it's saying like Russ is solid, he's strong, but at the same time, we all humans. And at a certain point, shit like this could get to you, could break you. You know what I mean? If you're not strong enough. You know what I'm saying? Like we be thinking, man, we be thinking that shit just, yeah, niggas get paid a lot of money, and they get paid a lot of money to deal with shit like this. But at the end of the day, I mean, niggas still human, bro. I know that shit. I know how I feel when just me and my own little cocoon, when I'm misunderstood by, if it's family or family members or friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That shit is a wild out ass feeling. You know what I'm saying? They're like, damn, you motherfuckers is really like think I'm tripping or something. Like I'm not tripping. This is what it is. Like, you feel me? But and that shit could damn near make you start tripping and turn you crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Russ just do that. I mean, Pat Bev just explained out of his own mouth how it wasn't even no big deal. We didn't even know nothing about that shit, that this was even a thing until it was brought to my attention after the fucking game and shit. And then we laughing about the shit on the plane like, damn, Russ, you can't do nothing. They own you. And so here, this is what Skip and Shannon, what these holier than thou and ass niggas want to reply with.
Obviously, it's funny as hell. But hey, you know what? But we told him on the plane, like, hey Russ, anything you do, bro, they like go attack you. Like, so damn, I'm sorry you gotta go through them. They're trying to kill my boy Russ, man.
I know. I honestly can't imagine it.
It don't faze him, but you know, as a human, you know, you gotta keep your sanity in it because you kind of lose yourself. But man, mentally, he's been solid.
Interesting, huh? Shannon, does this make you feel any better about the potential of Russ fitting with the Lakers this year?
Because they told him that. So why would they say what they said after the game? Why would his teammates say what they said after the game if it was no issue? Because here's the thing, Skip. I've watched basketball since I was probably 11 years old. There was a lot of times the guys will huddle up.
Shannon Sharp is misunderstanding what he said. He didn't say, Pat Bev wasn't saying that that the other Laker teammates were coming up to him asking him, why is he doing that? Like why he do you like that? You know what I'm saying? He's saying that people in general, you know what I'm saying, that's watching the game, but once the media made it a thing and they kind of, you know, hit him like, damn, why that nigga do you like that? Not his Lakers teammates. If he is talking about his Lakers teammates, my bad. You know what I'm saying? That means I'm understanding it wrong. But still, it still don't change the fact that he's saying, like, it wasn't, he didn't even really like it wasn't even a thing to him until it was brought to his attention. You know what I'm saying? It's still not a thing. It's just like they just see how any little thing that Russ do for whatever reason, they just attacking him. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to, like I said, they trying to end him, bro. They trying to end his career. You know what I mean? They trying to basically turn him into a clown, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he washed, he over the hill. You know what I'm saying?
And if they got something to the official when the guy's shooting the free throw, you know you missed that call. Now, if you give him that call on this end, you know you didn't give it to me on the other end. Yep. Or you can move out of the box, let somebody get there, and then you can go talk to Darvin Ham. Hey, coach, man, you saw what they're doing, man. They're not giving me the calls down there. So there's a way Russ could have gotten to the huddle and still have a conversation with the officials and have a conversation with the coaches. Yep. This is no excuse. But here's the thing, well, you know, this is what at some point in time, it can't be about you. It's got to be about the team. I understand what you normally would do. I understand that. But what about the team? Yep. So in other words, you couldn't get it could be another moment. Hey, now see that call that you just gave him? Now, I am Russell Westbrook now. And you know, I do have a name. I've done some things. I need to get the same call on the other end now. If you don't give it to him on this end, I need that call on the other end. And then you can relay what you need to relay to Darvin Ham. Skip it to him. I'm tired of people making excuses for Russ. He is what he is. He's been this way. Why all of a sudden do you think he's going to change? He can't change because that's who he is. That's what made him the player that he became, was doing it his way, being stubborn, the stick-to-itness that he displayed. Russ ain't going to change people. And then Pat Bev covering for him. I get it. I love Pat Bev, and I'm glad he do it. That's what teammates should do. But on the outside, looking on the outside.
That's what I was about to say. You talking about Pat Bev covering for him? They teammates, bro. That's what your teammate is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what your teammate is supposed to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? These niggas want to make it out to be Russell Westbrook fault. You feel me? And look at the comment. Look at the comment. Look at one of the comments. Somebody say Shannon is wrong on this one. You heard the man speak on the issue that y'all allegedly thought it originally was. Shannon, stop, man. You killing me. Like, what y'all thought it originally was, Pat Bev just said it wasn't that. It wasn't that. So basically, you say, okay, Pat Bev lying. Fuck Pat Bev, he lying, he's a liar, and Russell Westbrook, you use a selfish son of a bitch. That's basically what y'all saying. So if you want to say that, if you want to think that, okay, whatever. Think that. You're entitled to think that. You know what I mean? And feel that way. But I mean, it's just like, damn, like why feel that way about Russ? You know what I'm saying? Why not Shannon Sharp? You nut hug LeBron James so much. That's his teammate. Why not just try to give, the season is getting ready to start, you know what I'm saying, tonight, you know what I mean, for the Lakers. Why not at least just try to, give him a chance, give him a shot? I mean, last year was the first year with the team. You don't think he can come back this year and possibly improve and be a little bit better? Or at least try to give him a chance? I mean, he is a Hall of Fame player. This ain't no bum-ass nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? Russell Westbrook was known at one point for, I would say, probably 3 to 5 years. He probably, in OKC would have been considered one of the top 5 best players in the league. For sure. You know what I'm saying? I remember having a little job in 2015, 2016, at this little spot, driving a little forklift or whatnot. And me and some of the homies up there was talking about it. I'm the Warriors fan, they Lakers fans, and all this other shit. And or not Lakers fan, they just other fans. You know what I'm saying? One of them was a Laker fan, another one of my homies was a Boston Celtics fan. You know what I'm saying? And but the Warriors was at the top at the time. We had just won the championship. And we was in the midst of the 73-win season. You know what I'm saying? And I remember having a little friendly argument, you know what I'm saying, with one of the homies at the job about like who was the better point guard, who was the better player. You know what I'm saying? Out of Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook. Like, that was a conversation at one point. You know what I'm saying? That's how good Russell Westbrook was. So he ain't just all of a sudden forgot how to play basketball, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, it don't work with playing with LeBron. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I say that. But y'all making it like it don't got to be nobody's fault. It could be, if anything, if you want to blame somebody, blame the Lakers front office for holding on to Russell Westbrook when they probably could have traded him already. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they could have, you know what I mean? Because I don't know. I'm not the GM. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of deals was on the table, what's going on out there. I heard Joe Dumars say on First Take today, Joe Dumars, the Hall of Fame player who was the GM of the Detroit Pistons when they shocked the world and beat the Shaq and Kobe Lakers in 2004. You know what I'm saying? Now he's working for the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I heard him say today that it's not as easy as the public or one would think to just trade a player. You know what I'm saying? And for one, he said when you trade for a player, like they traded for Westbrook, you want to try to make it work as much as you can for as long as that player is there, because you traded assets for this player. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to it ain't just so easy as just like just trade him. They may not wanted to just like trade him like that. And then even when they came to the conclusion that there was time to trade him, they may not be getting the offers that they want. You know what I'm saying? Or the offers that, it may not match up, whatever. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but if anything, if anybody is to be blamed, if y'all niggas want to, the niggas that's who mad that Russell Westbrook is still with the Lakers or whatever, and y'all feel like it's his fucking fault. You know what I mean? If y'all want to be mad at anybody, be mad at the Lakers organization for not figuring out a way to trade him and get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't work. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if it don't work. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they feel as if it can still possibly work. You know what I'm saying? So
outside, Russ, hello. Russ doesn't want to be in LA. He doesn't like his role, and he knows at some point in time the role that he has is going to be diminished even more. The Lakers don't want him there. They know that. He knows that. I know you don't want me. You know I don't want you. At some point in time, Skip, what's the best thing to do? If you're not happy, I'm not happy. We're together, and when we get together, we're even more unhappy.
Yep.
We should. Everybody doing the right thing. They just holding on. They just hanging in there for the kids, Skip. Eventually, even the kids ain't gluey enough to make you stick in there. Man, look. Like I said, I love what Pat Bev is trying to cover for him, but just, and this is not Russ. We're going to talk about the Lakers a little later. They got other issues other than Russ, but it's just.
But this is the central issue. This is the one that undermined them the worst last year.
See, even with Shannon Sharp try to give you a little, cut him a little slang and say, it ain't just Russ though. After all saying all that shit, you know what I mean? He'll say, but at the end of the day, it ain't just Russ. Here come the other nigga. But this is the central issue. This is the main,
This is the main reason they went 33 and 49. It was LeBron's injury. It was AD's injuries.
Right.
But it was Russ. Even though the numbers still looked pretty good, 19.
So not the fact that Anthony Davis cripple ass, who is supposed to be the second best player on the team, even with Russ, even last year, he ain't there for the majority of the damn season. So, come on, man. LeBron and AD right now is supposed to be like, LeBron and Kyrie, LeBron and D Wade, Russ and KD and Steph, KD and Kyrie. That's what that's supposed to be like, right? So if one of those players out of that duo, out of that tandem, isn't there for half the season or more, you don't think that has nothing to do with maybe why the team didn't have as much success as y'all thought it would have? No, not that. It's all Russ. Okay. Not the fact that the defense was bad, horrible. Not the fact that LeBron James don't play no damn defense. And it's an Olay to the basket for any and everybody. Only Russell Westbrook played bad last year for the Lakers, I guess.
7-7. Not many could do that.
But here's the thing, Skip. The whole point was that Russ, when AD and LeBron was out, that's when Russ was supposed to be giving me 30, 10, and 10. That's when I needed that.
Worst three-point shooter in basketball, fourth worst free throw shooter in basketball.
Now look.
In turnovers per game until the bitter end when he didn't play the last evening. But this is the central issue.
Now look.
This is the one that undermined them the worst last year. This is the main reason they went 33-49. It was LeBron's injury. It was AD's injuries.
Right.
But it was Russ. Even though the numbers still looked pretty good, 19-7-7. Not many could do that.
But see, but here's the thing, Skip.
Even though his numbers were still 19 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, 7 assists a game. On a team where AD, who's the second best player on the team, was hurt for 50 to 60 to 65% of the season. And LeBron James, who is the best player on the team, was hurt for and wasn't there for 25 to 35% of the season. So the two best players weren't there for a huge portion of the season. And this is Russell Westbrook's first year with this team. But everything is his fault? That don't even make no sense. You can see what they doing, bro. This is a narrative that they trying to push. Like I said in my last live about Russell, about this situation, they trying to ruin this man's career. They trying to end this man. That's just what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you don't hear LeBron James coming to his motherfucking defense. I don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't hear it. So, it's a narrative that they trying to push. They want to blame it all on Russ because they don't want to put no blame on LeBron because they trying to uphold his legacy because they want to be able to say, try to make the case for him being better than Michael Jordan, which he's not. And AD, it seemed like he just get a pass because Russ is there. It's easier to blame Russ. You know what I'm saying? But if Russ wasn't there, AD would be getting all the blame. Because they ain't going to blame LeBron James. They're going to blame everybody else. You know what I'm saying? How LeBron James don't get no damn blame. This nigga not perfect. You know what I'm saying? This nigga be out there turning the ball over. And y'all think because at the end of the game, because that shit say 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, that a nigga had a good game. But did you win? And not only did you win, how much did you not win? How much did you lose by 20? Because it was a lot of, last year, he's average. Look how he's playing in his 19th year. No one has ever played at this level, at this age, 30 points a game. He's losing damn near every game. So what the fuck it don't mean that. It's empty points, nigga. Empty calories, as they would say. You feel me? So if you lose, and then not only you losing, nigga, you getting blown out by 20, 30 points every game by bad teams. So I don't give a fuck about them 30 points a game, nigga. That shit don't mean nothing.
The whole point was let Russ, when AD and LeBron was out, that's when Russ was supposed to be giving me 30, 10, and 10. That's when I needed that.
Worst three-point shooter in basketball, 4th worst free throw shooter in basketball, led the league in turnovers per game until the bitter end when he didn't play the last 3 games. That's all you need to know because you can't rise above that when he's your starting point guard.
No.
So here's the irony of all these comments from Pat Bev, and I am a big fan of his because Pat Bev is the consummate professional.
Yes.
What's your line about him? If he's on your team, you love him. If he's on the other team, you hate him. Well, that's been his MO. That's been his calling card all the way up. And he had to fight his tail off to get out of the west side of Chicago and fight all the way through Greece and Ukraine and
the G League or whatever what they call it.
Fought and fought and fought. And his calling card became his ability to irritate, to distract, to annoy.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it with clever trash talk, but he has the biggest, strongest will of any little man that I know, because he is unflappable. He is unshameable. He just says, I'm Pat Bev and you're not, and I'm going to keep doing what I do.
Right.
But it's all part of his toolkit is to do that. But he doesn't take it personally. Russ took it personally, and I don't blame Russ, because
Save more with Metro by T-Mobile. Get one line of unlimited 5G for just $40. Period.
Pat tried to snake the ball from him and broke the unwritten rule when he had the ball under his arm. You're trying to make him yours because that's the single best thing you could do for your team. So now, Pat Bev, look, Shannon, what's the irony here? Well, what's the bitter irony? Guess who's going to replace Russ in the starting lineup? Patrick Beverley.
Right.
Well, what do you expect? Look at this quote. We told him on the plane. Well, Pat just got here.
Yeah.
We? And it's like, all of a sudden, I'm a we. I'm over here with LeBron and AD, right? We're like, I showed you the video that night. Russ is sitting in street clothes in the middle of the bench, and the new big three is sitting at the end of the bench, all together. 1, 2, 3. LeBron, AD, Pat Bev. They've become the new big three, or a threesome. I can't really include Pat Bev in the big three, but he's in the starting lineup.
He's become a voice.
Become a vocal leader of this team, because that's who he is. He did it for the T-Wolves last year, right? He was their emotional, psychological leader.
Right. It's part of their narrative, what they do.
He's already talking about it. We told Russ on the plane, hey, Russ, anything you do, they're going to attack you. I'm sorry you got to go through that, bro. What are you talking about? Does he understand what happened last year? Does he understand what Russ put Laker Nation through last year? Attack you? It's like Russ attacked them.
Bro, do you understand what he's saying? He's not. You're not the brotherhood, bro. You're not the brotherhood. Skip Bayless on TV talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. How y'all want to get sound bites and input from athletes. They don't give it to y'all. They give it to y'all, but not to y'all. They give it to us through their own platforms and they own their own podcast. So they give you they take on shit, you know what I mean, and tell you really what it is and really how it happened and what went down, and then y'all just dismiss it. You know what I'm saying? You niggas speculate and put words in niggas' mouths and make up shit and all type of shit every day, all day on TV. Then when a motherfucker tell you how it really went down, you just throw that to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? Because that don't fit with you know what I'm saying, with your narrative and what you trying to spew. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's disgusting about this shit. A nigga like me can see that shit. Like, I'm gonna listen to what Pat Bev said. I'm not gonna listen to what you just said and what you talking about, because I just heard it from directly from the source. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to analyze it and pick it apart and basically say Pat Bev, you was a lying son of a bitch.
Shame them.
Exactly.
It got so bad that he's in the corner. He's starting to shoot a three, and the whole crowd. No, please, no. Does he not understand the history, what went on with Russ last year? Because his dream came true, and it became the ultimate nightmare for everybody watching. Yeah. He just couldn't live up to the stage he was put on because he got exposed on a stage that was 10 times bigger than the Oklahoma City. It's 100 times bigger, but.
And look at Shannon Sharp. Yep, right. Just shaking and nodding his head, you know what I mean, to everything this nigga's saying, knowing that this nigga is saying some bullshit. Knowing he's saying, Shannon Sharp know good and god doggone well, this man is saying some shit where he don't know what the fuck he talking about. But hey, this man gave you a job, so you know what I mean, you just ride along with him.
Or Houston or Oklahoma City, especially, all of a sudden you're on the biggest stage. You're a slam dunk first ballot Hall of Famer. For the previous 5 years, you averaged a triple double, and all of a sudden your dream came true, and you can't hack it because you got the worst pair of hands I've ever seen on a point guard in all my years watching basketball.
Right. But the disappointment, but see, Skip, without expectation, there can be no disappointment. because Laker Nation have expectations of titles, Russ was a disappointment. He didn't disappoint Washington because there's no expectations. He didn't disappoint once KD left OKC because there are no expectations. They had some expectations in Houston, but nobody expected them to compete to win a title. So there can be no disappointment. But when I have expectations, and I expect things to go a certain way, and they don't.
Remember, what did Laker Nation think? What was the premise? LeBron and AD.
So there's expectations on the Lakers to win, and they don't win. So it's Russ' fault. Russ has played, and I don't give a fuck if that was because he was playing with KD, bro. They was a two-man wrecking crew over there. Yeah, KD was the best player, but okay, nigga, Russ was right there. Nigga, Russ was right there with him. You know what I'm saying? That's damn near the reason why KD left, why he wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt like, nigga, shit. He wanted the coaches in the front office to tell that nigga Russ to, you know what I mean? Not necessarily to take a step back, but like, you know what I mean? This KD team, bro, and they wasn't finna do that. So he like, all right, I'm gone. But this nigga talking about expectations, as if to say Russ ain't never played in no. That's what the point I was trying to make. As if Russ ain't never played in no high leverage games or nothing. This nigga done been to the NBA Finals as a young player with KD against LeBron James, D Wade, Chris Bosh in the Miami Heat. Okay, been to multiple conference championship rounds. You know what I'm saying? So Russell Westbrook has played in high leverage games a lot. So the stage of playing in LA and all this other stuff, like the lights is too big for him in LA. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. Russ ain't never wilted, you know, but you know, under the stage of the bright lights he did had monster historical performances in playoff games. So, I mean, you know, game winners and all that. So, I mean, what are we talking about?
Recruited him.
Yes.
They blessed him.
Yes.
They campaigned for Jeannie and Rob to go get him.
Right.
Bring him to LA. We need him. Well, okay. Once you get those two to bless you, the Laker Nation's going to say, do it.
Yeah,
Show us.
Exactly.
Go.
And the thing is, Skip, what was it? With AD's out, LeBron and Russ. If Bron is out, AD and Russ. And if both of those guys are out, we've seen Russ, what he does with lesser tier guys when he's by himself. He gets everybody involved, 30 points, 20 assists, 15 rebounds. We've seen that. We saw none of that.
None of that.
We saw he didn't play well with AD. No. He didn't play well with Bron. He didn't play well with neither one of those guys was in the starting lineup. So now what?
As you pointed out, I see waning athleticism.
He sees waning athleticism. I see waning athleticism. I see Russ at 33 years old has probably lost a step, maybe. He's not nothing to the point to where nigga is like he's still fast. He can still get up and down the court fast. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He may not. His explosiveness may have took came down just a notch from like a 10 to a 9 or like an 8.5 or something like that. His how fast he is has probably went down a notch from like a 9 to an 8. He's still fast and he's still explosive.
It was pretty rare.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite like the way he attacked the basket.
Yeah, he was right there with D. Athleticism. He's right there with D. Rose. We know how athletic D. Rose was before injuries robbed him. Okay, we know how athletic Russ was before injuries. Those knee injuries started robbing him of his athleticism. Yeah. And because see guys like Kevin Durant and Steph.
This nigga don't know what he talking about, bro. This nigga don't know what he's talking about.
So which means You can't get to the field as freely. And then when you get there, you can't finish.
His athleticism hasn't waned that much. His athleticism hasn't waned like D Rose's has off of his injuries. No, not even close. Russell Westbrook is still way closer to the Russell Westbrook in OKC than D Rose ever could be to the D Rose in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give Russ, okay, I will admit that maybe a notch. You know what I'm saying? And can that notch do some damage? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because as fast and as explosive as somebody like Russell Westbrook is, that gives you your advantage. So so once it starts to come down, then you kind of coming back down to the pack. So any little bit of wanage will bring you back down to the pack pretty significantly. But still, to me, I don't think it's as significant as they're trying to make it seem. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I just think that, you know what I mean? Last year was the first year. It was an experiment to try to see how to, how it can work. Like I said, AD and LeBron was hurt for the AD most of the season. LeBron a good portion of the season. Them is your two best players right there. That's gonna have an effect on the record. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. So yeah, nah. They Pat Bev didn't explain to you what it is and explain to you what it was, and y'all just like, nah, we ain't trying to hear that. We gonna just keep blaming Russ. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
As freely, then what? That's why LeBron, Skip, even though LeBron is not as athletic, he's found other ways to say, you know what, I'm going to build my post game up. And now he can hit you with the turnaround. Now he can up and under. He'll dive to the basket. At Russ, okay, now Russ, you've never been able to shoot the ball from the mid-range or the three.
No.
And the athleticism is starting to rain, and you're not a great free throw shooter.
Well, he used to be a decent free throw shooter, and he lost that completely. He's gone, what is it, 3 of the last 4 years, he went under 70? And for a point guard?
But at one point, he was an 80% free throw shooter.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know where that went. At least you had that going for you. And he had, listen, for his size, he's got the best pair of shoulders I've ever seen for a man of that size.
He can play through contact.
He could play through contact. He could get to the free throw line. And when he was making 80, at least that was redemption for you. You say, okay, that's how he's doing it.
Correct.
Well, now he's a terrible.
Yeah, nah, yeah. So that topic started out with Pat Bev coming out basically telling us that the whole huddle situation is not, it wasn't a big deal, and it's nothing, and it ain't no beef or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And to say that, it's just crazy how every little thing this nigga do, you know what I mean, gets blown up and he get attacked like he, you know what I mean, like he doing something wrong. That's basically what's his name? What Pat Bev came out and said. That's basically what he just came out and said. And then they just went on their own little spiel about how, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. It's still Russell Westbrook's fault. Fuck that. Pat Bev is saying the opposite, and he's actually on the team, and what he say actually he has validity to it because he on the team. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's basically it. I'm finna get up in here, man, and watch this Warriors game. You know what I mean? And watch this ring ceremony. You know what I mean? But I just want to speak on that. Yeah, they trying to end Russ, man. You feel me? And Russ, salute to you. Please don't put on no dress again, because I'm trying to support you now. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what they doing to you. You feel me? But yeah, I can't support no dress wearing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'll be back with another one, man. Snax on Sports. I got to do my motherfucking my weekly recap. I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Before week 7 start Thursday night. So Snax on Sports. I'm gone. shit, I probably don't talk about this motherfucking. I'm gonna talk about this motherfucking Warriors game too. This Warriors Lakers game. We're gonna see what happens. Probably have a episode about that too. So you feel me? It's yeah, we right in the thick of things now, man. It's that time of year where everything going up. You know what I'm saying? Sports is just the best time of year in sports. You feel me? You got the MLB postseason going on. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't really pay attention to that because what they doing at Barry Bonds. You know what I'm saying? But that is going on in case, you know, and that MLB playoffs is by far the best time in Major League Baseball. All the games is for years. Every time I watch the playoffs, it just seemed like the games always just come down to the last inning or the last out or whatever. So you got the MLB playoffs, you got college football right in the thick of things. We right smack dab in the middle of NFL football now. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is back. You know what I'm saying? College basketball finna start. You know what I'm saying? For those that like hockey is here. The NHL. So yeah, right now, and no disrespect to no other sports that I'm not mentioning and nothing like that, but I'm just talking about that right now, man. It's just tonight for me is dope because tonight starts a long string of days. It's probably gonna be months now before there won't be something in the evening for me to watch sports wise, whether it's NBA, NFL, college football, and only for the next few weeks, but Major League Baseball in the playoffs. So because every night is going to be, you know what I mean, it's going to be something to watch. It's going to be either NBA game on or it's going to be an NFL game on. You know what I'm saying? Or it's going to be a college football game on or a college basketball game on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because you got football all Sunday. Let's go through the week. You know what I'm saying? You got football all Sunday night football, all that. Then Monday you got Monday night football. You know what I'm saying? So from here on out you got football all Sunday, and then you're gonna have NBA games. You know what I'm saying? Monday you got Monday night football. You're gonna have NBA games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tuesday night you're gonna have NBA games. You know what I mean? And sometimes Tuesday nights they do college football games too, and then you have college basketball. Wednesday nights you're gonna have NBA games. Thursday night you got NFL games and NBA games. You know what I'm saying? And some college football games. Friday night you're gonna have NBA games. Saturdays you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, NBA games. Then you do it all over again Sunday. You know what I mean? So every day, every night, but you know what I mean, for the next shit. The NFL season is gonna last to, you know, January, early February. NBA season is here now. That's gonna last till June. You know what I'm saying? So shit, damn near all the way till June, it's gonna be something to watch. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit get dry, you know what I'm saying, for a few months. Now I know in June, baseball is right in the middle of its season, but I don't know about anybody unless outside of hardcore, you know what I'm saying, baseball fans and baseball purists and MLB fans, you know, outside of them, you know what I mean? Yeah, they you know what I mean, they at the ballpark and paying attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Most niggas ain't really paying attention to baseball like that in June or July. You know what I'm saying? In July, niggas is getting ready for the NFL season to come back. Nigga, that shit don't even be back yet. Niggas already be, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with, you know what I mean, with some more content. You feel me? And we finna do it like that, man. Snax on Sportz. I'm gone, man. I'm talking about, yeah.